In honor of St. Valentine's Day, for all you lovers with hearts on fire, I'd like to do a poem, a special love poem by Wendy Woollett. I hate you for making me wait like this. You must have spent times like this. Or have you? Why do I always have to save my time for you? Mondays and Fridays, making plans, and here I am waiting. Well, if you called me right now, I'd slam the phone down. I guess this is the lousy, painful breakup. Only I'm too close to see. Well, I hate you. Fuck, why don't you just tell me? Don't I deserve better than the slow letdown? I didn't do it to you, man. We've been so close. How could you do this to me? Well, piss on you, you shit, wherever your fucking pickup is at this moment. I hope you run out of gas on the Golden Gate Bridge. I hope your store burns down. I hope you're late for work. I wouldn't have your ass if it was the last ass in the town. Make me wait. Why doesn't he call? 3 hours late on our beautiful free weekend together. Bullshit. Everybody calls me but him. Empty ashtray on the table. You ain't worth these fucking tears. Now this record is gonna play just one more time. Are you thinking of me right now? Well, suck on time, you fuck! So listen, be honest next time. Tell me when we can't be together. Make me wait? Make me write these stupid poems? I guess if there's a door in this, you're taking it. Well, how can you eat breakfast in front of me? How can you talk to me like you can't remember who I am? 4 p.m. I'll call you in a couple of hours, you said. You never sound overjoyed about it, or anything. It's becoming a fucking bore! How could you do this to me, you shit? Where's your expertise?
Good afternoon. I'm your host, Stefan Raphael. Hey, thank you. And let us explain a few things to you if you may not know. Ms. Boris is a group of writers who put on shows like this and sponsor workshops for people with literary aspirations. The $3 you paid to get in here today goes toward funding those workshops. There are several items available here today. Ms. Boris wanted us to tell you, it's an Iowa joke. This city slicker goes to Iowa and he hears about this farmer who has a great pig. This pig is known all over the county for his talents. So the city slicker goes out to the farm and he says to the farmer, "What's so great about this pig?" Well, the farmer says, "Heck, 6 months ago this pig was rooting around in the backyard, snorting around there, and he dug up truffles." He said, "Do you know how much truffles go for? They go for $20 a pound. I made $2,000. He said about a month later, the pig's snorting around in the lower 40. He discovered gold. The pig found gold. I made $2,000 on that. He said then about a month ago, the pig's rooting around in the missus' garden and discovers oil. He says, I'm going to be a millionaire. The city slicker says, well, hey, I want to see this pig. So they go out in the backyard and it looks like any other pig except it's got a wooden leg. And the city slicker says to the farmer, hey, this pig looks like any other pig except he has a wooden leg. And the farmer says, well, damn boy, a pig that good, you don't eat them all at once.
Next.
Please, screaming everywhere.
You know how many versions
Okay,
are of this
we're
joke?
ready for our next group of zanies. This next play won the Dental Hygienist Golden Floss Award of the Year. Would you welcome on stage the play, In the Bathroom?
When you open it,
I think it's over. I don't like panicking, but I can't help feeling pessimistic. He isn't going out with her, and it's Saturday night.
Not another dental hallucination, please.
I can tell. I'm very intuitive. He's already worn that tie with her. Nope, he's going out with a new one tonight.
Don't lose your sitter, kid. No man is worth it.
Gosh, Blue, you're sounding awfully sure of yourself tonight. I remember your first days here.
I think it's over between them. It's Saturday night.
Oh, maybe she's away. Hawaii, Fiji, Tahiti. I heard him say the airfares were lowered.
No, but she isn't like that. She really feels for him.
And which one of us doesn't feel for him? He keeps us all on edge. It's a matter of attitude. My lady has a better attitude.
Attitude, not love. My lady loves deeply, and that means commitment.
And what does commitment mean?
He certainly doesn't know.
Well, what are you all looking at me for?
Well, you know him best.
Well, hell, I'm just his toothbrush, not his penis.
Or his heart. From what I've seen, he doesn't have a heart. As soon as he should start feeling something for a woman, he tosses her away.
Oh, and we get tossed away too.
You know that? Yeah.
Look.
Line. Generous. At least he's generous.
Yes. At least he's generous. I've heard some stories where some men won't let the women borrow their toothbrush, no less give him one.
Oh, he's got toothbrushes, all right.
And he's got women.
Too many of them.
Look, I'm not used to this. She just picked me up and threw me in her purse, and I ended up here. Hey, you don't even live here. You just fly in for occasional visits. Blue, you've been here so long, you're an institution. But me, I'm the newest. I'm the one that lives too close by. I'm the one who feels deeply. Oh, I wonder if I'll ever go home again.
Well, that depends upon whether he or she ends the affair.
Oh, don't talk like that, please.
Look, there's nothing we can do. He's just a modern man.
I don't think I like modern men.
Green as his toothbrush. Why don't you sticking with the bristle. On behalf of all women, a statement, a manifesto.
Getting sour, dearie?
Oh, no. You know what a temper he's got. I'm not going to risk getting thrown away. No way.
Are you beginning to lose your rose?
We all lose our rose someday, Carrie.
But I'm guaranteed for a whole year. I hope she can last that long. I've heard terrible stories about the sewers. They have alligators in them.
Oh, he isn't such a bad guy. He's just a little confused. I mean, he wants what he can have, and he doesn't want what's available. Oh, confusion, alienation, the threat of inevitable destruction.
He's just having a good time. And why shouldn't he? Everybody deserves to have a good time.
Spoiled. Women are not disposable.
But we are.
Oh, lighten up.
Oh, that's easy for you to say.
You're just jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm scared.
Then you have something in common with him. He's scared.
I'm feeling defensive. Why should I take on responsibility for his idiosyncrasies? It's not fair. My home keeps changing.
It's called phallic narcissism.
Oh, look. Any woman coming into this bathroom can see that there is no room left in this holder. They're on notice.
Oh, I've seen him. Escort some new woman in here. Take a toothbrush out of the carton he keeps here, and then blithely get rid of one of us to make room for her. Don't you think?
Discarded. Oh, I just know it's going to be me tonight. My lady isn't used to being treated like just another woman. She's got class. She flosses every night.
So what does that mean?
I don't know what you're all complaining about. He treats my lady exceptionally well. I've stayed at the finest hotels. Rockefeller owned ones. I've cleaned Chateaubriand, caviar, oysters off her gums, and never once have I been squeezed under a tourist class seat.
I used to know life in the fast lanes. Now they're just present.
What happened? Did he get bored?
He got scared. That's when he got pink hair.
Your cynicism isn't becoming of a toothbrush.
Look, he's not such a bad guy. He gets checkups regularly.
Well, what's he so confused about?
There goes Just Friends.
Oh my God, I'm so relieved it wasn't me. Oh, I'm feeling guilty.
Gosh, we didn't even have a chance to say goodbye. She came here right after me. She brought stability to this place.
Well, she was getting that brackish scum on her base. Didn't you notice? You know, that stuff is contagious. She could have gotten us all thrown away.
Don't be so smug. Your lady isn't here enough to bend your bristles. It could be you someday.
Well, look who's got her courage up. I noticed you've lost some bristles in your left row. You better be careful. She might throw you away before he does.
Listen,
Enough! We're all out of the same package. We've got to stop blaming each other and start enjoying ourselves.
And it's so comfortable here. The thermostated towel rack, the heated pool, and the matching towels. And he always caps the toothpaste so that crust doesn't get caught in my hair. He's right. Uh-oh.
hi. Gosh, I didn't expect it to be so crowded here.
How is he going to keep the two of you straight?
This coach doesn't have cold sores.
Boy, now he's really going to be confused.
we have a problem. Perhaps by now you've heard? No. Well, for those of you who haven't, let me pass this word. Impotence is on the rise. It seems there is no simple cure, and one couple out of every 6 cannot conceive. Just why, nobody's sure. You know, the sperm count in the average male is dropping like a rock. Sad but true, and I know it comes as quite a shock. Some suffer from disinterest. They'd rather sit around the house, these folks, than go to all that trouble, you know, turning on the spouse. Now, this spells crisis for the Western world, friends. I hope you understand. I'm sure that you'll be thrilled to know someone's got a plan. Now, let's say a lady wants a baby, but she does not want a man. Well, she could come to us, friends, and we'll tell her that she can. Of course, the donor stays anonymous. But not to worry, girls and boys, because we got a real fine catalog from which to make your choice. We call it natural selection. And it really is the best. You know, for our natural selection, friends, we use a simple test. We'll keep it if it's normal, but never if it's not. Because there's no room for deviation in the master plan we got. Yes, you can buy with the utmost incompetence, ladies. There's no muss, no fuss, and no waste. Nothing is left to chance. There's no petting, and there's no sweating. Ladies, only you get in your pants. Yes, you can buy with utmost incompetence because it's factory sealed for your protection. And you run no risk of an infection because no flaw escapes detection in the course of our inspection. You know, it means immediate rejection if we find an imperfection. And only we can guarantee an immaculate conception. So call now for your free consultation.
I'm a private sort. I farmed single and happy up until this year. Of course, when I was younger, I was more outgoing. Even used to frequent the bar scene over in Lisbon. Most of the time, I'm still happy just to sit in front of a warm fire and think. The last winter tried even my patience. It was so cold for so long, and even my 2 dogs, Dolores and Ely, they grew cross at all the snow. They missed their exercise, chance to chase each other around the yard. When they did get out, they'd act crazy. Never got real crazy, but they just couldn't take all that snow. So I remember my new neighbors came in, was towards late fall. He was a visiting professor of some sort at the university, and she wrote. Well, neither of them, oh, they had a cute little blonde girl, blue eyes. Neither of them knew what Iowa winter was like, and in my opinion, they didn't prepare. Well, around Thanksgiving, coming home from my dad's, I noted their meager wood supply. Now, I'd been in that house. I knew they had a big wood burner down in the living room. And I could heat the whole downstairs if you stoked it good. But I could see they didn't have enough wood. So the first time it snowed for a week, I got concerned. When the road got plowed, I drove over to visit. Well, he wasn't home. She was bundled up with a big Mexican sweater, and she had a bunch of lentils cooking on the stove. And I guess friends had given them jars of homegrown vegetables because the shelves were stocked with tomatoes, pickles, and beans. Little blonde played in the corner. She was stringing trucks together, making a train. She seemed content, just a little pale. The young woman made a big fuss over me and served me ham hocks and lentils, hot coffee. She had the place fixed up real nice. She hung up curtains, put up pictures. Well, she asked me all about this area and various farms and the locals and where I was from and where my folks were and how long I'd been here, and felt she was fixing to put me in a book the way she went on. Once I stopped by with her mail when it got misplaced in my mailbox, and she was reading Mother Goose to her kid. The sound of her voice, you thought she believed all them old rhymes. Her child insisted on Little Black Sambo after that. I remember he could just about smell them pancakes. Once the little girl fell asleep, so she offered me some brandy, and we sat and talked some more. I left Dolores with her when I went home. I don't think the professor ever returned that night. I stayed there till 11 o'clock, and there was still no sight of him. I knew Dolores was hankering for the woman and the kid anyway. The woman insisted she wasn't afraid to stay alone, but I told her Dolores needed a change of pace. That dog spent a good deal of time at their house from then on. January was hard and cold and long. It took your life in your hands just to drive to town some days. University is even colder and farther driving. I'd go by their house once, twice a week, and notice the professor's car was rarely there. She cut all the wood, made all the meals, shoveled the driveway, drove into town for food on good days. By February, it came to me that he had left her. She never told me outright, but I guessed as much. From my house, I could see her lights going off around 9:30 every night. Sometimes I'd think about her, reading stories to her child, sleeping alone under a big pile of colorful quilts. Once she appeared to me in a dream, all covered with snow. One clear cold day, she and the kid, they showed up at my door. She said she wanted to try out her snowshoes, and she was carrying a little girl in her backpack. Dolores came with them. She sheepishly ducked into the living room and slid under an easy chair. It was her favorite haunt. Well, their appearance came as a complete surprise to me. She looked composed, and she said she was trying to try out her new shoes. I offered them a cup of hot chocolate. Tried to look like people came to visit me every day. After we drank some hot chocolate, she admitted she was half crazy from the solitude. And then she admitted, a little embarrassed, that she was out of wood. Well, I told her I'd give her plenty of wood. I had wood all stacked up alongside the house, enough for 2 winters. She offered to pay, of course. She said she found it hard to believe I lived through so many Iowa winters by myself. I joked, I pointed to a pile of National Geographic stacked up by the bathroom door. She laughed out loud. I noticed she was not unhappy. Women always found me to be a man of few words. Maybe that's why no woman ever married me. They stayed once in a while, but not through the winter. They probably fear a speechless man more than they're afraid of silent snow. But this woman had the knack of bringing the words out of me. It seemed like we sat for hours just talking. I liked the way she'd toss her head back and laugh at my jokes. I remember her cheeks would get red when she drank some of my homemade wine. That day she stayed so long we ended up cooking dinner together. That night she slept with a little girl in my extra room. Dolores was glad for the chance to bed down with her grown-up pup, Ely, after such a long absence. It was nice to have that many people under one roof. All night long the snow fell. Towards late February, she and I got real close. I drove half a quart of wood over her house. She made me dinner, gave me a check. Check had her name on it, his name on it. The little girl began to hang onto my legs when I came over to visit. Ely didn't want to leave when I made ready to go. Of course, Dolores didn't leave at all. Little girl, well, she hung on to me, and we had some good times. Reading, watching the news on the TV, and debating politics, playing cards, eating too much, drinking. Sometimes we'd even sing songs. Once. She trusted me, but she didn't know how I fit in. I'd go home and worry about the same thing. Well, I didn't have long to be concerned about this, and early March, she said that she was flying to Memphis. She had in-laws there, and they wanted her to come visit. After she packed, we had a little going-away party, and, well, we spent an hour snowshoeing around the frozen creek and woods back of her house, and I carried a little girl around the backpack. I get a letter from her every few weeks or so. She'd been down in Tennessee for near 5 months on and off. She says she misses Iowa, Dolores, farmhouse, and me. One letter, she said she and her husband might be reconciling. Next, she didn't mention a thing. I'm getting myself ready to write her back. I want her to know that she don't have to worry about fitting in. That we've been just fine all along.
Do you have any Kleenex? Sure. There.
I wouldn't have had this last week, but this week I have a terrible cold.
Thank you very much. How old are you? You have gray hair.
I'm 33. Yeah, I do. But I kind of like it. It reminds me that I'm getting older. I'm an older woman now. You have some nice gray hair yourself.
Yeah? I have ID. I have a purse too. Here it is.
Yeah? So do I. This is it. I have to have a big one to hold all my papers. Now tell me how old you are.
I have a social security card too. I'm 31 years old.
Wow. You look about 25 or something.
I go to my workshop. I ride the bus every day. I get my bus next to the Emporium. Where's the Emporium?
Well, you stay on this bus and you keep on going down Market Street. And you look out the windows to the right and you'll see it. Or you could ask the bus driver, she'll tell you.
I ride the bus every day and I go to my workshop. Do you have a dime?
Don't you have any money?
No. I go to my workshop every day. I need to catch the bus next to the Emporium. Do you know where the Emporium is?
I'll show you. I know right where it is. Here's a quarter. Hey, but you gotta remember to take money with you when you go out. What do you learn at your workshop?
We learn to bundle, pack, put things away, clean up. I want to work in a big department store someday. I really want to.
That's good. People can always use bundles. There's the Emporium.
Bye.
Bye.
Cortese.
Thanks. I think we're going to sit down. It's probably easier for us. Miss Ramsey?
Why are you fighting? Love's a fight and you know it. Hurting and healing, it's not what you're feeling, it's my loss now. You know you're running around with your head in the clouds, you won't see me. I said you're running around with your head in the clouds, you won't hear me. no need to say anything. No need to make a mess of things I have said. It doesn't matter anymore, because I built myself up and I tore myself down. I took out my heart and I gave it a good look around, and I know myself better than most better people would know. Well, there's no need to apologize. No need for me to analyze what you've said. It doesn't matter anyhow, because I built myself up and I tore myself down. I took out my heart and I gave it a good look around, and I know myself better than most better people would know. Because I built myself up and I've torn myself down, and I know myself better than most better people would know. There's no need, there really isn't a need for all this talk. It doesn't matter anyhow, because I myself up and I told myself. I took out my heart and I gave it a good look around, and I know myself better than most better people would know. I said I know myself better than most better people would know. I said I know myself better than most better people would know. I said I know myself better than most better people would know. I said I know myself better than most better people would know. Because I built myself up and I've torn myself down. I took out my heart and I gave it a good look around, and I know myself better than most better people would know. I said I know myself better than most better people would know.
This next song is called Spoon by the Moon. This thing will work.
I don't wanna talk, words will get you nowhere. Just send me those vibes, I don't wanna hear more bribes. Come on and get hypnotized from this side. Let's close both our eyes, dream where we're going. I'm on a cruise headed for the Caribbean. Well, come on and get hypnotized from this flight. I love that touch, I love that feeling. You get my heart just rocking and reeling. Oh, boy, how you make me smile. I don't ask for miles, just a little kissing. Take my advice, it ain't no big sacrifice. Well, come on and get swooned by the moon. Swooned by the moon. Swooned by the moon. The night is young with our friend above us. Tip back your head and don't you dare make a fuss. Come on and get swooned by the moon.
Hey, what am I doing? I'm not drinking on the bus, am I?
Man, I don't care. I don't care.
So what are they gonna do to me? Throw me in jail? In the morning and out at night. Food.
No, they aren't gonna do that. They aren't going to do that.
I can kick that door down, man!
And some bottle.
Where are we getting off, anyway?
7th Street.
I'll keep my eyes glued for 7th Street.
No, man. If you go in a courtroom like that, you know, they're gonna lock you right up.
Go ahead. Lock me up. I don't care. I'll spare change the judge. Let the taxpayers pay. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get out and get stinking drunk again.
You know, they don't lock up drunks here.
Here we are. This is 7th Street. Comb your hair. Comb your teeth. We're going to court. Excuse me.
The 14 mission comes to life right here on the stage at the other cafe.
I wish they'd come if they're coming.
Now, Muzz, they'll be along soon.
Been up since 5 this morning.
You didn't have to do that. And Jean told you to be 9 or 10 at the earliest.
I didn't get up at that hour to go to a party.
Well, I thought
I got up because I couldn't sleep no more. I had this stitch in my side that hurt so bad, I had to get up and walk it out.
I know. I hardly ever sleep more than 3 or 4 hours a night myself. Reckon we're getting old?
Well, I don't know about you, but I've had about all the birthdays I can stand. Where are they taking us anyway? Up on Petty Jane?
No, over to the new dam at Russellville. You been over there?
I surely have not. I didn't even know they had a river to dam up.
Well, they built one. Then the dam. Then they built this nuclear power plant. I tell you, Muzz, it's the scariest looking thing to drive by. It looks like some big old scarecrow sitting there, right out there where old Burridge used to drive his mule. You remember old Burridge?
Which one? Well, they all got old.
Well, let's see. It must be Martin. He was the last one left before the government came in and took over the land.
Wasn't he in your class? That little short, black-headed, little kind of deformed.
No, you're thinking about Wayne. Martin wasn't short. Wayne was his uncle.
Whose uncle?
Why, Martin's uncle. Who else's uncle would he be?
Oh, don't ask me. I never cared for none of the Burridges, nohow.
Well, Martin was all right. He tried.
Where are they?
Oh, it'll be a while yet. Don't fash yourself. Sure is hot.
Already. It's going to be unbearable up on Petty Jane.
Oh, Muzz, I told you we're not going to the mountain.
It can get hot up there. I well remember one time, must have been the 4th of July. The war was just over, and everybody in town was there, blowing up firecrackers, waiting for it to get good dark so they could set off the Roman candles.
I remember that.
Well, you wasn't born.
Sure I was.
No, you wasn't.
Which war was it?
I don't remember. But I know you wasn't born yet because your daddy was still courting you. We was up there with Bessie Blankenship and her young man, John Orvilleson. He was a handsome one. And he was just back from the war, too, like your daddy.
You sure got a memory for old facts.
Well, I couldn't very well forget John Orvilleson, could I, since he died up there that very day. Choked to death on a chicken bone. Died right in front of us with Bessie screaming for somebody to do something. And the noise from the firecrackers drowned her out.
That's a terrible story, Bud.
I know it is.
But it's no way it's true.
Why'd you say that?
Because I went to school with Orville Burvilleson, and his mama was named Bessie, and his daddy was John, and neither one of them died till they was really old. And I remember that fact clearly because poor old Burville, he like to have starved to death before he finally got to move on the family place. He had 6 or 7 boys, and they had no...
Oh, well, they weren't nothing but trash, no. I don't want to talk about that.
Well, I wasn't the one to start it.
Well, don't blame me. I'm just trying to pass the time. Oh, I think I'll go in, lay down for a while.
No, you can't do that. The kids will be here any minute now.
What if I don't want to go?
You have to. They've gone to a lot of trouble for you.
Well, I never asked them to.
You didn't have to. They wanted to.
Well, I don't. I want to finish up this story I'm reading. I don't have a lot of time left, you know.
Oh, you'll finish it. Now, I wish you wouldn't get all worked up about dying just because it's your birthday.
I'm not worked up about dying. I am all worked up about wasting a whole day with you and your harebrained kids. I'm worked up about maybe getting myself drowned in a river that wasn't even there in the first place. I'm worked up about choking to death on a chicken leg, but I'm not worked up about
But
dying.
your grandchildren and your great-great-grandchildren and your great-great-great-grandchildren. Now, you ought to be proud.
Don't mix me up with them. I don't even know most of them by sight.
Well, you started the whole thing.
But I stopped a lot sooner than you did. You and Bob. I just had you and Francia. And well, that's as far as I'll take credit. Or blame.
Well, you can't stop like that. Things go on.
Not for me, they don't.
What about Will's kids and Franz?
No, it's nothing to me.
You're pretty hard-nosed for a woman. You know that?
Maybe I've had to be. Anyway, you got no room to talk after what you done to me.
I never did anything to you.
Not much. Just made my life a burden to me.
I never did.
Took away the comfort of my old age. Just like your daddy. He used to haul off every dog or cat I made a pet of, like he was afraid they was going to take attention away from him. Just like you did with Charlie.
Muzz, now there ain't no better place for that old man than up there with his own family taking care of him.
I'm his family. I could have taken care of him.
You can't even take care of yourself.
He was my husband.
Oh, no, he wasn't. He wasn't your real husband. Daddy was.
He was my real true love. Not your daddy.
Why didn't
Charlie was.
Charlie, why didn't you marry him first then?
Oh, the buttons on your daddy's uniform dazzled me.
Old Neil.
Oh, he wasn't old then. He was young, handsome, just back from the war.
And he never got south to Alabama.
Turned mean after we was married.
And he never fought in a foreign war.
He was hard like you.
Oh, now, Mud, you know I'm an old softy.
He was like hammered steel.
I'm the one who always takes care of
like
you.
aluminum.
I never go off and leave you, not even overnight.
Like glass.
And didn't I build this little house for you with my own two hands?
Sure you did. So as you can stay in it most of the time and Vi can't find you.
Yeah, Vi's the hard one.
She is hard.
Didn't think so when I met her. You know, she seemed different.
You should never have married her. And all those kids. I tried to tell you it's all right to stay with her, but you mustn't.
Well, you know, it must be about time for those kids to be here.
There's something I've been meaning to tell you.
Huh? Yeah?
About your Rose Arbor.
Rose Arbor?
That is her name, ain't it?
Yeah, but how'd you hear anything about Rose Arbor?
I still got eyes and ears.
Rose Arbor?
At first I couldn't for the life of me figure out if it was a woman or a house.
Well, it's both. Rose Arbor.
I finally figured that out.
The house was there first. When she came to town, she took it.
What kind of house is named Rose Arbor? I asked myself.
It's a nice one. It's set off the highway in the woods, and it's got these roses climbing all over it.
I figured that one out too, along with the question of what somebody like that wants with an old coot like you.
She loves me.
She's paid to.
Oh, it's not like that. Maybe I oughtn't to tell you.
You can't afford to be too choosy.
But since you brought it up.
I has to love any old thing the cat drags in.
And there's nobody else I can tell.
It's all just business, no love involved.
Rose Arbor is my own true love. There.
Well, you don't say. Charlie was mine.
Don't bring up that old man again.
I miss him. We could talk.
We talked?
We could talk about the past, and he'd remember all the parts I forgot.
He was deaf as a post.
And we'd laugh.
And blind as a bat.
And in the middle of the night, if I couldn't sleep, he'd make me hot cocoa and we'd talk till the morning light.
Forget about the past now, Rose Arbor.
Oh, he'd tell me about how he loved me from the 3rd grade.
She has got the warmest skin. It's like she was electrified
when he wore my
inside.
colors to the all-school foot race.
I never knew a woman could be so kind.
When your daddy died, he wrote me to see if he could come calling. I said yes. He came, we walked and walked. We walked every Sunday all over town, and the neighbors was all twitching their curtains and gossiping. And Charlie was
I always thought women were just like men, only...
wondering when I was going to make up my mind. He didn't know that I already had.
Only they were more
I just wanted
devious.
so much to... I just wanted to prolong the courtship.
But Rose Arbor, she just seems to want me to feel good.
And you had to go and ruin it all, calling his son to come and get him. Just because he got too old.
He did. He did get too old.
Like he was a sack of garbage starting to stink.
I couldn't take care of both of you.
You could have give up your trips to Rose Arbor.
I could not.
Will wouldn't have done such a thing.
How can you know that? Will is dead and gone.
I know Will. He was a much sweeter baby than you. More like my side.
You can't hurt me anymore.
You and Franz are like your daddy's side. Hard. And all your kids and grandkids too. All of them are hard.
How can you say that?
Hard as ice. Cold.
After they spent so much time and trouble planning this party for you?
Well, I didn't ask them to do it.
You didn't have to ask them.
Let them do it without me.
You'll like it.
I hate the outdoors. It's dangerous.
They're having it in a state park. It's patrolled and everything.
I hate all those people pushing
Now,
things out of
Mud.
me, sticking their faces in front of me, and cracking their
They're proud
teeth,
to see you. They're proud you lived that long.
and taking me on motorboat rides, scaring the life out of
Bobby
me.
T is real careful with you.
Smelly diapers. What do those squalling babies have to do with me?
They're your great-great-great-grandchildren.
Call them off. I'm tired.
Too late. Already on their way.
How old are you? 68.
69, my birthday.
So old.
Rose Arbor? Rose Arbor says I'm the youngest man she ever met.
Charlie was 75 when we finally got married.
She says it's like I never spent my youth.
He said that was the happiest day of his life, except for the day he won the foot race.
And just the thought of seeing her makes me feel
You won't.
all warm inside. I won't what?
You won't be seeing her.
Well, of course I won't see her today. Today's your birthday.
And you won't be seeing her tomorrow either.
Why?
She left town.
She wouldn't do that.
She had to.
Why?
She had no place to live.
What about Rose Arbor?
They burned it down.
Who?
The church women. At least that's what I heard.
Was it Vi?
Well, maybe. Maybe she was one of them.
How'd she find out?
Don't ask me.
Did you tell her?
Now, why would I do a thing like that?
Well, I gotta go to see her.
It's too late now. She's gone.
Well, I gotta go to stop her.
Too late now. They're on their way.
Oh, I gotta go to do something.
It's too late now.
Hey, man. How you doing? How's your lady?
Hey, she's fine. She's all right.
Yeah, man, she's a fine lady. Ain't she got 2 kids?
Yeah, man. They always make me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They're gonna be around for a long time, those 2 kids.
Yeah, but she's a fine lady.
Yeah, I know what you mean. She got 2 kids, and they always gonna be there.
Yeah, man. I know.
I don't know. 2 kids running around?
Well, yeah. But I got plans.
Hello. I think it's only fitting, since it is February 13th, to announce that it is Michael and my 13th anniversary of marriage. Thank you very much. 14 happy years, and golly, we're a happy couple. Yeah.
I'll fix the piano, Michelle. You gotta remember these words.
Yeah, if you can play the piano, I'll remember the words. While I was standing outside, the most unusual thing happened to me. This young man just ran up to me and he said, "Are you Michelle Carter?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And he said, "I've always wanted to be part of Miss Boris. Please, 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 let me write something for you." And I said, "Well, I don't know." He said, "Look, I'll pay you a lot of money." And I said, "Okay." And so, let me read this to you. If I can find it. There's a little filing box here in my pocket. As I considered what would be best to wear to MC
see the first Ms. Boris 1983 fashion show, I opted for simple black, simple pink, and simple purple. My simple purple bow tie comes equipped. My simple pink shirtle comes equipped, and my simple blackle shirtle encased with simple pinkle and purple. And my sparkle shoes and my sparkle spectacles frame the spectacular ensemble of the simple blackle, simple pinkle, and perfect purple. I'm really glad I got paid a lot of money, aren't you?
Ready.
As always, one to please, Ms. Boris has gone all out for Valentine's Day. Her February fashion shows boasts not one, but two designers. Andrea J. Goldberg with her ultra-modern creations, and the honeymoon collectibles of Laura Hassett. As usual, Ms. Boris respects tradition and insists we start out with the ultra-modern dates, working up to Hassett's wedding plates.
I gotta get more chopped up.
This is Eileen Gross, one number 431, 587. It's a statement of fact that the boomerang always comes back. And he'll come back too when you wear this Love on the Lam ultra-modern boomerang ensemble. In an all-cotton and 50-50 cotton top, Eileen ensures her Valentine's return. For extra insurance, make sure he leaves something important behind. The ultimate in ultramodern style, Rose Bianco, a color her name, huh? Models this 50-50 polycotton sweatshirt top with matching cotton nylon knit bottoms. Pulled up or down, in or out, this Valentine fashion is capable of versatility, elasticity, and growth. Don't we all wish for a relationship like that? Meet Jane Jensen, George's wife. Meet Jane Jensen in her George is out of town on Valentine's Day sexy snap dress. Jane's all-cotton hot pink ultra-modern shirt can be worn with tights or pants, or if you're sure George is definitely out of town, no pants at all. Thank you, Jane. I mean, Peggy. From the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, Liz knocks them dead in this all-cotton morgue gray slab shirt. Riddled tastefully with blood red polka dots. The perfect outfit for a day of love on the lam. Now, don't let your Valentine fall into a black hole. Distract him with these white dwarf stars on 50-50 collie cotton. Distract him with these dwarf stars on 50-50 cotton poly background of jet black space. Let fashion's cosmic forces and ultramoderns model Diane keep you and your loved one together. Boris was James Dean's original Valentine. Aren't we all jealous, girls? Susan Doyle was a close second, and definitely a hit at the 5 and dime in this 50-50 polycotton polka dot blouse and matching spandex circle skirt, also in cotton. Always in the swing of things, ultramodern knows nostalgia. If you should find yourself in love in a a love triangle, be sure to wear something that gives and takes. Randy, in an ultra-modern top, is made of 50-50 cotton pollen sweatshirt. The knit bottoms are cotton nylon. A true Ms. Boris devotee, Vicky is definitely ready to take more than she gives. Our fashion show coordinator, summary writer, ex-secretary, charm school dropout, and Ms. Boris' personal advisor on the accident prone. Oh, wait. Oh, this is where I ad-lib, right?
Right. You're next. So you're first. Okay, fine. Okay, great.
All right. So anyway, Wendy Woollett anticipates a volatile Valentine's Day in her black and blue ultra-modern creation. Whether it's the unemployment line, a boring job interview, or crashing through someone's garage door with a borrowed car in her new dress, Wendy can't help but think positive.
Yay, Wendy.
At this time, I would like to thank Andrea J. Goldberg, and I'd like to stand for her wonderful creations.
Where's Andrea? Where's Andrea?
Andrea, stand up! And all the previous fashions are on sale, and you can buy them at Ultra Modern on California near Divisadero, and the address is conveniently on the program. And the prices are from $28 to $48. And here we begin the honeymoon collection.
Remember us?
If your Valentine can't make up his mind, double his troubles with these double honeymoon bubbles. Choose this purple and red seersucker delight modeled by Debbie, or wear Susan's rust and red seersucker taffeta. Attired for day or evening, flounce or no flounce. You'll keep him guessing. Phone number 845-237. Watch Sarah weave a web of lust in this raw red spider silk mini dress. Keep your distance, snared in her delicate hand-painted threads are juicy little men in handsome tuxedos. Tough luck, gents. Even on Valentine's Day, black widows have no husbands. So much for another exciting honeymoon collectible. Desperate for attention, even at your own wedding. Well, Kim T. Van was. That's why she bought this vivacious velvety vision from Laura Heston. Made from a leftover Santa Claus suit, Kim is nevertheless up to date and everybody's February favorite in this gorgeous gown. Once again, in her infinite fashion, Ms. Boris proves that red is definitely not dead. Next, Laura has it herself, the famous designer, in the mood for a little original sin? Don't let that virgin white deceive you. A gal could really slink down the aisle in this man-tempting, ample shopping, snake woman wedding dress.
My God.
Laura did and married Adam. Designer of the honeymoon collection and a true original, second only to Miss Boris herself, of course. Laura Hazlitt models her personal wedding dress of acetate satin and ivory with dotted netting. Not to be outdone, Laura created the matching snakeskin and urban tail veil. Adam, you better watch your step. Thank you, Laura, for the most interesting and fashionable fashion experience.